So Google BigQuery, so this is kind of machine learning. It's a little bit of machine learning in BigQuery, but the main idea is it's a tool to help you analyze a lot of data, like multiple terabytes of data, and get results back in seconds. Okay, so that's really the main idea behind BigQuery. Okay, analyze a lot of data in a very short amount of time so that you get results back in seconds, not hours, not days, not weeks. Okay, and especially for data sets, you just cannot get it to fit in a relational database. All right. So here's what it looks like. So I'm just going to look at, I'm going to show you some other examples, but the example I have in code here is analyzing all of Shakespeare. Now, Shakespeare back in the day, he really didn't have the ability to generate a lot of multimedia, so all of his works are in plain text. And so this is not an example of a multiple terabyte data set, right? If you took all of his words and squished them together, it's less than 40 megs of text, plain text, right? So it's not a lot of data. However, this still represents a task that you do not want to do as a human. So if somebody said, go to the library or go online and get every single thing that you've ever written and then count up all the words and then sort and give me the top 10 most common words he used, that is not something that you want to do as a human. It's much better if you just issue an SQL call to go and do it, right? Then you can send this request to BigQuery and then display the results. So, if you didn't, if you already didn't take a wild guess, Shakespeare wrote the more than anything else, more than thou or, thy or any of those other older English words. All right. And BigQuery also has a cool web interface as well that you can use too. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of different ways that you can use BigQuery. So after the talk, if we have time, or if anybody wants to stay over, I'm going to show you a live demo of BigQuery. Not only this example, but a bunch of other public data sets we have. We have a lot of public data sets. So Shakespeare's one, we have like the Health and Human Services Neonatality Database. So that would be a demo that I would do. We also have like all of GitHub from 2017. We have all of Wikipedia from 2015. So we have a lot of different data sets that you can use. And so all of data sets that are hosted on BigQuery can be found at this link up here. One of the cool things about BigQuery is that you can use it completely free without even punching a credit card. You can actually use the BigQuery sandbox where every user with a Google account gets to make 1 terabyte of queries per month absolutely free. So it's great. And then we have a bunch of other data sets that are not in BigQuery, but you could, import them into BigQuery if you wanted to. And then, of course, in today's day and age, the reason why I'm not giving this talk to you in person is because of, of the coronavirus. So, of course, there's a lot of public data sets there. The most well-known one probably being the Johns Hopkins one. So that's a link directly to that data set. But you also, I'm giving you a link to all the other COVID-related data sets as well, too. And then if start digging around Google Cloud, you may discover that we have a life sciences API. So if you're actually doing genomics and sequencing, that is an API that you would be using. If you're working in the healthcare industry where you are having to move around medical data between different systems, different medical systems, like X-rays and MRIs in specific formats like the DICOM format, which is pretty popular. That's an API that you would use for that. So these are just links to lots of different data sets you can take a look at.